And now we turn to Major General in the Reserves Doron Almog, chairman of the Jewish Agency, whose personal story and leadership embody an inspiring and impactful vision for the future of the organization and the State of Israel.
Doron, thank you so much for being here today. On October 7th, your own family was struck by tragedy. How has living through that experience shaped your own understanding of the grief and resilience of so many Israeli families since the massacre?
Very painful. Painful because it endless suffer and grief for the family until their last day. Unfortunately, my family unable to return to Kfar Aza right now. And for me, as the chairman of the executive of Jewish Agency, this by itself is a kind of wishful for Jews all over the world to listen, to be connected to this grief and sorrow and pain of many families in Gaza envelope, in south of Israel, in north of Israel, bereaved family, hostages families, and need to understand that this is the State of Israel is a partnership between all the Jews in the world.
You have described October 7th as a catastrophic failure on multiple levels. Looking back now, 2 years later, what are the most important lessons, militarily, morally, and socially, that Israel must internalize to ensure that such a tragedy is never repeated?
The reason is arrogance. We were arrogant. October 7th was a huge failure, but I think we didn't hear well the environment, the Middle East, our enemies. We got the best intelligence in the world, knowing many things, giving us the feeling that we are superior about our enemies, but we didn't listen to the music. We didn't listen to the street talk, the Arab, the Hamas, the Hezbollah, street talk. And we should be better. We should be more humble. We should listen well. So I belong to a generation that was surprised once, 1973, with the same elements, arrogance. We thought after the great victory of 1967, the Six-Day War, that they're afraid. Our enemies are afraid. They know how mighty the IDF, the State of Israel, and they want to attack us. And we failed 1973. We failed by our arrogance, by this intoxication of victory. And the same now, 50 years after, October 7, 1923.
Now, Doron, as chair of the Jewish Agency, you have been at the forefront of connecting Israel and the diaspora. How did October 7th redefine the mission of the Jewish Agency? And in what ways has it changed the relationship between Israel and Jews worldwide?
We have emissaries, shlichim, all over the world. We have shinshinim, 18 years old, coming to 1 year overseas, placed in Jewish family all over the world. In United Kingdom, in Italy, in France, in United States, in Australia, in Canada, in South Africa, we have our own emissaries. What they do, they strengthen Jewish identity, Jewish education, Jewish pride. They bring the authentic story of the State of Israel, the authentic story of October 7th failure, the authentic story of hostages, the authentic story of grief and sorrow, but also the pride of being belong to the phenomenal Jewish people. I'm chairman of Jewish Agency. There are more towards for Israel. For Israel. So that's the way we do our business, to strengthen by present, being there with the diaspora community, strengthen them, bring the empathy, the sympathy, the love, our story, and by this presence and the daily action every day, get up in the morning, go to the JCC, go to the synagogue, go to the public school, be there, be present in their communities and influenced by unconditional love and our story, our pride, and I believe we empower the partnership between Jewish communities all over the world and the State of Israel.
You've said the image of victory will not be determined on the battlefield, but by the society that we rebuild afterwards. What do you believe are the core pillars of the society Israel must strengthen over the next few years to truly achieve victory?
To be more inclusive. The greatest professor of my life in this respect is my child. Doron Almog, who passed away almost 19 years ago, was born with severe brain injury. The child that never said one word, never said Abba, Dad, never made eye contact. And he was named here in our beloved country, retarded. In Hebrew, mefager. He was highly discriminated. And for him, I did my oath. I swore to change Israel's society, to make a tikkun olam, to integrate those who are stereotyped and stigmatized, like my child. Those I saw arrive to our world without ability to correct themselves. And the only reason they arrive to our world, to correct ourselves, to correct our behavior. In this respect, we need to welcome every Jew. It doesn't matter what kind of Jew, is Reform, Conservative, Orthodox, secular, is from Russia or South Africa, New York, or whatever, is a Jew. Every Jew in the world who wants to support Israel, to show his love to Israel, to come to Israel, to make Aliyah. We need to show our open arms and welcome him with love.
And Doron, it's very important what you're bringing up in terms of the marginalization of Jews and Israelis today. Certainly Jewish communities abroad are facing an alarming rise in anti-Semitism. How do you see the responsibility of Jews in the diaspora evolving in relation to Israel? And what do you hope most that Jewish communities worldwide will do in this critical time?
First of all, we, the Jewish Agency, with our shlichim in campus, we call them Israel Fellows. The Israel Fellows' presence in universities, in campus all over the world, what they are doing, empowering the Jewish students, hugging them, organizing them to face anti-Semitism, walking in group instead of individual, speak how we would stand together, organize ourselves against this wave of growing anti-Semitism. I believe all of us, every Jew in the world, need to stand tall and be a proud Jew.
And Doron, just to conclude, after experiencing both personal loss and national tragedy, and yet also so many moments over the last 2 years of unity and resilience, what thread of hope sustains you today? What message do you most want to share with Israelis and Jews worldwide as we mark this second anniversary of October 7th?
I saw the beauty of Jewish people in the wake of October 7 war. I saw Jews all over the world trembling, show sympathy, empathy, love, raising money, coming to Israel, raising awareness all over the world, volunteering in the Gaza envelope, in the farming industry, thousand arriving. Also, since October 7 until now, more than 50,000 did Aliyah. And this is the beauty. It's a horrific time, but also the beauty hour of the Jewish people all over the world. And I'm sorry, but we will continue rebuilding the state of Israel, strengthening the Jewish people, And I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud on this phenomena of Jews who are standing tall for the state of Israel. I'm very proud on Jewish Agency that doing amazing thing, like the Aliyah, like strengthening Jewish communities, like strengthening partnership. So for us, every citizen of the state of Israel is a citizen, and we supporting the minorities. I'm very proud on Jewish Agency activities all over the world. We are operating in 66 countries, in every Jewish community all over the world, and we rebuild the state of Israel, as I said, economically, socially. We have small business support, victims of terror support. Millions were raised by Jews and given to those victims of terror. More than 20,000 victims of terror here in Israel get cash money, 4,000 shekel immediately in the first 24 hours. And then more 24,000 for trees and mentoring support. We are with them. So I'm very proud of that.
Doron, thank you so much for sharing your insights today.